Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. And today we are going to be making a small square doily. All right, and this one is called the Open Shell and Picot Stitch Doily. And we're going to start with a chain of 29. So so you can actually make this a runner too. It's a multiple of 7 stitches, and then you add 1 at the end. Okay, so so I did the multiple of, I did 28 and then added 1. That's 29. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, to 1, to 2, to 3, to 4, to 5, 26, 27, 28, 29. And in that second chain from the hook, we're going to put a single crochet. Alright, so we are going to skip the next 2 stitches. So there's 1, 2, and in the third one, we're going to put this shell. And it is as follows. It is a double crochet, chain 1, a double crochet, chain 1, and another double crochet. And that is the shell we're using in this pattern. Alright, so we're going to skip 2, and then we're going to single crochet in the next stitch. Then we're going to chain 3, and they're calling this a picot. Alright, and then in the next stitch right after that, we're going to single crochet. Okay, so you got a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. Alright, now we are going to skip the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, and then we're going to do that shell again in the next chain. So it's a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And then you're going to skip 2 stitches, and then you're going to do that little picot. So in the next stitch, we're going to chain single crochet. Then we're going to chain 3, and then we're going to single crochet in the next stitch. So those 2 single crochets are 2 stitches together, okay, in each stitch together. All right, so now we're going to skip the next 2, and then the third one, we're going to make that shell again, which is that double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. So it's 3 double crochets with the chain 1s in between them. Alright, so then we're going to skip the next 2, and then we're going to do our picot stitch. So we're going to chain single crochet, chain 3, and single crochet in the next stitch. And then we're going to skip the next 2 stitches again and do another shell. And then you're skipping the last 2 stitches to the last stitch, and you're just going to single crochet in that last stitch. So it looks like this. This is row 1 of this. It looks like this. Okay, so now we're going to, in row 2, we're going to chain 7. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that the first 4 is a treble, and now we need a chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and that's why we're chaining 7. So it is counts as a treble and a chain 3. Okay, and we're going to right in the middle of this shell, the middle double crochet, we're going to put a picot in it. So it's a single crochet, chain 3, and a single crochet. Now we're going to chain 3. And then right in the middle of the picot down below, which is this chain 3 space, you're just going to double crochet in there. And then we're going to chain 3 again. And so we're going to do our little picot in that middle double crochet of that shell, which is a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. So that is our picot, so you know. Now chain 3 to get down to this other chain 3 right here, which is the picot that we made before, and just double crochet in there, and then chain 3, and then we're going to go over to the top and do that picot at the top of the shell. And then we're going to chain 3, and then we're going to double crochet in that chain 3 space of the picot down below and between the shells. And then we're going to chain 3 again, and then go to the top of the, right here, do the picot in that middle double crochet of that shell. And then you need to chain 3, and then you need to treble in this single crochet at the end. So I think you guys remember how we do a treble. You wrap in your hook twice. You're going to go in there, bring it out, and now you have 4 loops on your hook. Then you're going to go through 2, then you're going to go through 2, and then go through 2. That's a treble. All right, so that is what row 2 looks like. Okay, so now we're going to chain 1 and turn, and we're going to single crochet in this first stitch. And we're going to skip this chain 3, and in this picot at the top here, we're going to make that shell inside that picot. So it's a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. Okay, and now we're skipping this chain 3. In the top of this single right here, we're going to picot, or the top of this double. So we're going to do that picot, which is a single, chain 3, and single. All right, so we're just skipping these chain 3s as we go. So now we're going to go do the shell again in the top of that picot. And then we're going to skip this chain 3 and go to the top of this double and do a picot. So you're always doing a picot somewhere. In every row there's a picot. All right, so now in this picot we're going to do that shell. I really like this. This is really cool. Once you get the concept, it's pretty neat. All right, skipping this chain 3 and doing the picot in the top of that double crochet. All right, and now we need to do a shell in that picot. Next. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to go to the top of this chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, this was the chain 7, but in the 4th chain from the bottom here, you're going to single crochet in there. Okay, so you want to make sure you do this part right. All right, so it is the top of that chain 4 that you are making that single. So this is what we have now. I think this is so cool, and I think this would make a beautiful runner. It would make a beautiful doily. I'm just going to make a small square doily just to show you guys how to do this. And I'm not even sure if this is actually going to need. We'll see. Okay, I don't know if it's going to need a border, but we'll see. So what we're going to do is you're going to repeat rows 2 and 3 until you get this big enough. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do, and then I will be back to decide whether I'm going to do a border or not. I'm not sure. So so in the meantime, we need to repeat rows 2 and 3 to get this as big as we want it. All right, and I will see you next. Okay, so I have, it's just a small square doily, but this is what it looks like. And we need one more row to finish this, actually. So we're going to chain 1 and turn, and now we're going to single crochet in the first stitch, and we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to single crochet in that middle stitch of that. Then we're going to chain 2, and then you're just going to single crochet into that picot, and you're going to chain 2, and then you need the middle stitch of that shell, single crochet in there, chain 2, and then single crochet in the picot, chain 2, all the way across. We're going to do this. And then you'll single crochet. You just go all the way across, and then right there, it's the same as the bottom, so it kind of evens that out. This is not going to need a border. This is beautiful on its own. So my suggestion is not to put a border on this. My suggestion is to do that last row and just let this go. This is so beautiful. I love this. I would love to make a longer a runner out of this. This is just beautiful. I love that stitch. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this stitch, and I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and bye bye now.